The most important question I got was, what is your legacy? Not a material legacy, but if life stops now, how do you want to be remembered? What is your frequency legacy? The Phoenix Frequency podcasts are results from that question. When all seemed burnt in your life, the fertile ash of a phoenix is filled with compassion, love, forgiveness, empowerment, intuition, wisdom, generosity, creativity, resilience, a balance of an evolution and involution, what is needed to rise. I am Nienke van Bezooijen and I live my Phoenix frequencies. On a weekly basis, I share my insights, my resources, and I have guests who phoenix themselves. If it resonates to you, you're welcome to rise. Welcome to the Phoenix Frequencies. When personal development has your interest, there's also a big drawing towards books and videos. Have you seen that book? Have you seen that movie? Have you listened to that podcast? There's so many sources of inspiration. And I would say it can be really helpful. When I moved to a place with way less space, I had to give up many of my management books as well. I gave them away. And honestly, I think 40% I ordered, but I never read them. One of my teachers had a great saying, you make your choice. Are you using your shelf knowledge or self knowledge? So if you just look what you can learn from reading other material, it's a good start. But there is a hinge point to act. And that's the difference. To me, that's the difference. Self knowledge only can start if you do the work yourself. And that's different from reading a book or listening to a podcast. Making shifts in your personal development, making shifts in habitual patterns, that is making the difference. So you can applaud so many gurus and attend so many change your whatever courses. But if you don't apply and you make the inner shift, I won't say it's a waste of money, but at least it wasn't apparently time to integrate all of it. And yes, I've been in the habit as well of buying the books and listening to everything. Because I like learning, I honestly thought I needed more material. I needed more insights. I needed more books following another inspirational teacher, mentor. And because I liked learning, it was easy to do and easy to step into the trap. But for some things, even if I pick up the book again, it seems like a total new book. How can that be? Well, easy. You changed. You developed yourself. So the way you look at the materials can be shifted too, and it might seem new to you. The Phoenix frequencies are a continuous learning curve in applying what I learned so far because it's no longer like being in a restaurant and have a great opportunity for many lovely courses on the menu. I didn't have time for that any longer. I really had to do something different in order to survive and to make my life in a total shift from zero to wherever I wanted it to grow. So what do you do in, making all commitments, what you would change in the new year or whatever you want to make the changes? Can you stick to it? Some people say it takes 4 weeks or 6 weeks or full moon cycle to integrate a new pattern. But what if the old world is still attractive? It takes a lot of effort. Or you have the limiting beliefs that you say to yourself, oh, I can't do that because I never did. Well, if life was at stake, what would you do? Would you go into victim mode and say, no, I couldn't do it because life happened to me? And you are in a real low frequency. Or can you say, I don't know. Let's give it a shot. Let's see what I can shift for the benefit of myself, my own health, my own development, or in the field in relationship with others. But you can only be self honest about it. what's really going on. And oh, it's so tempting to let your inner critic shout at you, blaming yourself that you didn't stick to whatever you promised yourself you would stick to. But how helpful would it be if you would raise your voice towards yourself as you would do to others? Are you as kind to yourself as you are to others? Maybe it's more helpful to sustain the shift in your patterns, the shift in your behavior, the shift how you want to be with personal development. Can be in your diet, can be in how you are with other people, can be in what you want to learn, can be exercising, you name it, what fits for you. But dare to stick to it. Dare to explore what you don't know. Or if your inner critic starts shouting, just see why, what's behind it. And shelf knowledge can be a good start to explore what's going on within yourself. But go beyond the book. I highly recommend that. Go into the world and explore. Bump your nose for growth. But be kind. Have a bit of compassion for yourself. Not pity, compassion. That it doesn't grow overnight, that it requires actively work, and that it can be fun to explore. Curiosity and really exploring the unknown is for sure a phoenix frequency. And if you try something new, and if you want to work in implementation for whatever you learned, how perfect do you need to be? Can it be a journey? Growth is never a linear process. Oh, I start here and then tomorrow I will be at B. Well, no. So many choices we make over a day, so many choices we have freedom to pick from. How we feel, how we act, what we take on, what we want to learn. Be conscious about that. That helps. That's a phoenix frequency, to be curious, to see what comes up and what you can do to be at service for yourself and others. It requires flexibility, and perfect doesn't exist anyhow. So you can strive for that. Good luck, perfect doesn't exist. Life is not a spreadsheet. Life is an exploration. Life is a learning curve. Life is choice. It's your choice to admire what you have on your bookshelves or live by the choices you make yourself. Give it a shot. You never know.